Hey traders, today I'm going to share something that might shock you. Beginner traders often have a better shot at profitability than you think. And no, I'm not talking about luck. I'm talking about real, sustainable advantages that beginners have over experienced traders who've picked up bad habits along the way. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll understand why being a beginner might actually be your secret weapon in the markets. Let's start with what I call the clean slate advantage. Think about it. When you're brand new to trading, you don't have years of losing trades haunting you. You haven't developed those toxic revenge trading habits. You haven't convinced yourself that you're smarter than the market. Most struggling traders I meet aren't struggling because they don't know enough. They're struggling because they know too much of the wrong things. They've developed patterns that lose money, and they keep repeating them because, well, that's what they've always done. As a beginner, you're starting fresh. You can learn the right way from day one. You can build good habits before bad ones take root. That's powerful. Here's a real example. I know a trader who spent 5 years losing money with a complicated system involving 12 indicators. When he finally wiped the slate clean and went back to basics, trading simple price action and support and resistance, he became profitable within 6 months. He had to unlearn years of bad habits. You don't have that problem. Now, let's talk about something that separates winners from losers. Emotional discipline. Beginners often have a natural advantage here, and it's counterintuitive. See, when you're starting out, you're naturally cautious. You're scared to lose money, which actually keeps you disciplined. You follow your rules. You don't take stupid risks. The dangerous phase comes later, when traders get confident but not yet competent. That's when they start overtrading, revenge trading, and breaking their own rules. But here's the key: if you're a beginner who commits to keeping that cautious mindset, to treating every trade with respect, you can skip that dangerous phase entirely. Think of it like driving. New drivers are careful. They check their mirrors, follow the speed limit, stay focused. It's the drivers with a few years under their belt who start texting, speeding, and getting reckless. The safest drivers are either brand new or very experienced. Be the careful beginner who becomes the disciplined expert. One more thing, beginners typically risk smaller amounts, and that's actually brilliant. Small losses are easy to recover from. Big losses can end your trading career before it starts. Your natural caution is protecting your capital, which is rule number one in trading. Here's where beginners really shine: simplicity. Profitable trading isn't complicated. It's simple things done consistently. But experienced traders often can't see this because they've overcomplicated everything. You know what the profitable traders have in common: simple setups, clear rules, nothing fancy. Meanwhile, the losing traders have charts that look like a rainbow exploded. Fibonacci retracements, Elliott waves, 20 different oscillators, custom indicators they paid $300 for, and they're still losing. As a beginner, you naturally gravitate towards simple strategies because you don't know about all the complicated stuff yet. And that's beautiful. A simple moving average crossover, properly executed with good risk management, can absolutely make you money. You don't need more. Let me give you a concrete example. There's a famous study of a group of traders in the 1980s called the Turtle Traders. Richard Dennis taught complete beginners a simple trend-following system in just 2 weeks. Some of them became millionaires. The system was so simple it could be explained on one page. Simplicity works. So if you're a beginner feeling overwhelmed by all the complex strategies out there, stop. Master one simple strategy first. Get profitable with that. Then, and only then, consider adding more tools to your arsenal. Now, let's talk about something that gives today's beginners an unprecedented advantage: access to information. 20 years ago, if you wanted to learn trading, you had to find a mentor, read expensive books, or figure it out through trial and error that cost you thousands of dollars. Today, you have YouTube, podcasts, online communities, paper trading accounts, and more educational content than you could consume in a lifetime, and most of it is free. But here's the catch, and this is important: more information isn't always better. It's better information that matters. As a beginner, you need to be selective. Find 2 or 3 trusted sources and go deep with them. Don't jump around trying to learn from everyone. That's how you end up confused and paralyzed. Look for educators who emphasize risk management, psychology, and simple strategies. Run away from anyone promising quick riches or secret systems. The beauty of being a beginner now is that you can learn from other people's mistakes without paying for them yourself. There are thousands of traders sharing their journals, their wins, their losses, what worked and what didn't. Use that. Paper trade for at least 3 months before you risk real money. And when you do start trading live, start small. I'm talking amounts that wouldn't bother you if you lost them completely. You're buying experience, and experience has a price. Just make sure it's a price you can afford. The traders who survive. They're the ones who did things right from the beginning. They're the ones who started small, learned proper risk management, and built consistency before they scaled up. Here's another insight: experienced traders often suffer from what psychologists call the curse of knowledge. They know so many patterns and setups that they start seeing them everywhere, even when they're not really there. This leads to overtrading. Beginners, with their limited pattern recognition, only take the obvious trades, and often the obvious trades are the best trades. The path to becoming a profitable trader isn't about how much you know. It's about how well you execute what you know. And execution comes down to discipline, risk management, and emotional control. All things a beginner can master just as well as, or even better than, someone who's been trading for years. So here's your action plan to leverage your beginner status into real profitability. First, pick one simple strategy, just one. Master it completely before you look at anything else. Whether it's trend following, breakout trading, or simple support and resistance, commit to it for at least 6 months. Second, treat risk management like religion. Never risk more than 1 to 2% of your account on any single trade. This is non-negotiable. This one rule will keep you in the game long enough to become profitable. Third, keep a trading journal. Document every trade, why you took it, how you felt, what happened. After 50 trades, review your journal. You'll see patterns in your behavior that you can improve. Fourth, embrace paper trading. I know it's not as exciting as real money, but it's where you prove your strategy works. If you can't make money on paper, you won't make money for real. Or fifth, find a community. Trading is lonely, and it's easy to make emotional decisions when you're isolated. Join a Discord, a forum, or a local trading group. Share your trades, learn from others, stay accountable, and finally, be patient. Profitable trading is built over months and years, not days and weeks. Protect your capital, focus on consistency, and let compound growth do its magic. Being a beginner trader isn't a disadvantage, it's an opportunity. You have a clean slate, natural caution, and access to resources that previous generations could only dream of. The question isn't whether you can become profitable. The question is whether you'll do the work and avoid the mistakes that take most traders out of the game. If you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more trading psychology and strategy content. Drop a comment and let me know where you are in your trading journey. Now get out there and trade smart. I'll see you in the next one.